Hello Leo Rising, thank you for joining me in this video. Today we will be discussing the full moon in Libra coming up on April 5th, as well as touching on a little bit about the recent ingress of Pluto into Aquarius. Now, this is a significant shift for everybody. This energy is significant because Pluto is a far out planet. It takes a very long time to get through the zodiac, so it has been in Capricorn in one area of everybody's life for the past 16 years. It will be moving into Aquarius for the next 20 years at the end of next year. So for the next few months, we are getting a little bit of a preview of what this Aquarius Pluto energy will bring over the next 20 years until 2043. So that'll be a little bit later in the video, but I will touch on that very, very important topic. Let's get started with the full moon. Now, when we have a full moon, we have the moon, of course. This is the high priestess, and the shared energy of the moon and the high priestess is intuition, mystery, knowledge, inner wisdom. The moon is in Libra. Libra is, here we are, your fourth house. Libra is represented by the Justice card. This is the energy of fairness, balance, truth, equality, diplomacy. For a full moon, the sun is in this, and the sun is joy, vitality, success. Both the sun card and the energy of the sun share that. The sun is in the opposite house. So for you, this is the ninth house. Your Aries house is your ninth house. The ninth house is the house of education, wisdom, travel. The third house is mindset, communication, as well as siblings, cousins, or that sibling tier of your family tree. So when we have a full moon, we have opposing energy. This is like a rubber band. That's what I always see it as. It's like a tug of war where you have the energy of your communication, your thought processes, your networking, is in a bit of a conflict, a bit of a tension with your desire for higher education, for learning, for deepening your philosophy, or perhaps your desire to travel, especially to long distance places or places overseas. So what this means specifically for you is that there can be conflict around your personal beliefs or your philosophies and your communication with others or your networking or your ability to get your thoughts out in a communicative way. This is bringing a need, it's bringing attention to the need for balance. Libra is all about balance. So there needs to be some balance between your own opinions and those of others, and to avoid becoming too entrenched in your own perspective or in your own dogma, okay? This can be a lot of forceful, my opinion kind of energies. So this is also bringing a great desire for understanding and connection with others, especially those people who have a different viewpoint than you. And this could lead to personal growth and deeper relationships if you allow yourself to hear the perspectives of others, to get in touch with others, and to see from other people's eyes. Now we also have Jupiter here in this equation. Jupiter is represented by the Wheel of Fortune, and the shared energy here is cyclical energy or changes and destiny. The Wheel of Fortune is also, or Jupiter, is in Aries along with the sun. So these two, when two planets are together in the same spot, their energies are harmonizing and they're feeding off of each other, creating a more intense energy field. Well, this also means that Jupiter is opposing the moon because it's over here conjunct the sun. So it's also opposing the moon. So what this is doing is it's really increasing and highlighting and amplifying this potential for conflict between your personal beliefs and your communication, or between your higher education and your thought processes. This aspect is bringing attention to the need to find balance between these two things, between your opinions and the opinions of others, as well as with Jupiter here, this is a reminder to not become too dogmatic, not become too rigid in your approach to communication and learning. This can also trigger a desire for greater expansion and growth in the areas of higher education and learning, leading to new opportunities and a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Now we have to talk about Pluto. So, Pluto represents upheaval and judgment, obviously. It's a rebirth and eventually leading to an awakening. So Pluto has been in Capricorn in your 6th house. This is the house of work, routines, daily habits, as well as your service to others and your personal wellness. Pluto's been there since January of 2008, creating upheaval, creating a shakeup, creating a rebirth, and challenges that lead to awakenings in your house of health, well-being, daily routines and habits, as well as your responsibility and ability to serve others. Last week, Pluto moved into Aquarius. Aquarius is your 7th house. This is the house of relationships, unions, partnerships, compromising. This is a very different energy. Capricorn is represented by the Devil card, which represents materialism, temptation, and enslavement. These are the chains we put on ourselves. This is a very heavy, tense energy. So for the past 15 years, we've been feeling this judgment within the areas of materialism and our own chains, for lack of a better word, that we put on ourselves. Now this energy of judgment and rebirth and awakening is moving into Aquarius. Aquarius is the energy of hope and inspiration and guidance. It's finding who you are in your community, shining within your environment. So those are two very, very different energies. So during this full moon, Pluto is in Aquarius. It will be there until June when it jumps back into Capricorn, it'll make this jump a couple times until November of 2024, when Pluto will be staying in Aquarius until 2043. So that's 20 years that you will be feeling the Pluto energy in your house of relationships, partnerships, unions, compromises, marriage. This is a big deal. So, what is this possibly bringing you in the next 20 years? Well, it is suggesting a potential for transformation and intense energy in your ability to compromise and collaborate, to come together with a partner, to be part of a team. This aspect can also bring up some power struggles and conflicts relating to control and authority within those relationships, within those partnerships. But this leads to a greater need for exploring and understanding these dynamics and where they're coming from. This Pluto in Aquarius in your 7th house, this can also bring a greater desire for freedom and individuality within your relationships. This is going to lead to a potential positive change and growth in you as an individual. This transit can bring about significant changes to your social life and the way you approach interactions with others. This Pluto over here is making some other aspects, but during this full moon, there's some important ones that I want to highlight. Mercury is in Taurus, which is your 10th house. The 10th house is the house of recognition, public recognition, career, public status or image, achievement, and being recognized for that achievement on a public scale. With Mercury over here, Mercury is represented by the Magician. The shared energy of the Magician and Mercury is manifestation, action, and creation. The Magician is the only card in the tarot that has all 4 elements. It has cups, coins, swords, and wands, which represent all 4 elements. So the Magician has the ability to do everything. The Magician is over here in Taurus in your house of career and public status. Well, it's making a square aspect to this Pluto. This is a 90-degree angle that it's making here. What this is suggesting is there can be some power struggles or conflicts on the professional or public level within your professional and public relationships. This aspect can bring issues about surrounding control and authority, as well as maybe some muddled communication in this area of your life, and it's leading to the need for a deeper understanding and a more balanced approach to your relationship, your partnership, and how that affects your career and your public image and your status. So this could be bringing a greater desire for authenticity and honesty in your public life and in your public interactions or your professional interactions. This is leading to positive growth and transformation in your career, public sector, public reputation. Okay, Venus is over here in Taurus as well, in a trine with Pluto. What this is suggesting, a trine is an angle that opens up opportunities. It brings opportunity, opens up doors. So this is creating the potential for positive transformation and growth in your professional life, in your public relationships, or in your public status and image. This aspect may bring up issues around power dynamics, control, and communication, but with a harmonious trine aspect, this opportunity aspect, these conflicts are likely to be resolved in a positive way that is beneficial to everybody involved. There's also bringing, this Venus here is also bringing a greater desire for authenticity and connections in these relationships, in your career and your public and your work relationships, as well as your personal relationships. And this is also leading to a deeper and more fulfilling relationship, as well as opening up professional opportunities. So Leo rising, there's a bit of a conflict between how you express yourself and how you communicate with others and your personal philosophies and beliefs. You're having a lot of expansive growth in your public status, in your career, or who you are out in the world. And that is having an effect on your one-on-one and your personal relationships. So the goal is to find balance between who you are in public, what your philosophies are, as well as how you operate within your personal one-on-one relationships, whether that's a marriage or a business partnership or a best friendship, as well as how you communicate those personal beliefs and values. So that's all I have for you today, Leo. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and be sure to join me in my next video when we talk about the eclipse, the solar eclipse coming up on April 19th in Aries. So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.